Hello everyone, for today's video I have a full God of Destruction themed moveset. Now I would say that this is one of, if not the most requested moveset to do out of like all the movesets that I haven't done yet. But I did want to, well, I deliberately waited until the Champa or Champa or, I mean, how do we pronounce that? Is it Champa or Champa? I prefer saying Champa, but then again it's based off champagne, so I don't know whether, but yeah, this is one of the most requested movesets that I've had. But I decided to wait until the DLC Pack 2 update came out so I could use both attacks on Champa and Beerus, because just doing a Beerus moveset, I just think that'd be a bit boring for this, you know, for a God of Destruction video. So yeah, that's why I waited. So I do know quite a lot of people suggested this, so shout out to everyone who did. But if you do enjoy these videos and you are new to the channel, then subscribe and ring my bell, you know, that meme. And yeah, so going to the moveset, we've got the God of Destruction's Roar, Anger, Rampage, Wrath. And for our two ultimates, we've got the God of Destruction's Menace and Sphere of Destruction. And I decided to go for Super Saiyan as my transformation because I think Super Saiyan 3 with his outfit looks very nice. And Headshot as a evasive. So going into the first fight, I did decide to use the Nameless Plank stage because, you know, it's a very nice stage in my opinion, and it kind of fits for what this moveset is, much like the Fused Angel moveset I did yesterday, or the previous video if you're watching this in the playlist. But you may have just noticed he's running Dragon Fist, and I should mention this. I think this may be the only fight, I'm not too sure, but I know this fight is with limitations off, it's player match. So I'm level 86 and my opponent is level 85, so everything, you know, super souls take effect and levels actually matter now. So he's running Dragon Fist, and if you don't know, in the version 1.05 or 1.06, if you're looking at it from the PS4 dashboard, you can now vanish out of Dragon Fist. So right there he went for it, and I went for the swing kick which cancelled the tail, which looked very nice. I don't know if I was seeing things, but I think when he uses it later on, I think it only takes, well, he only took 4 bars of ki to use. I'm not too sure. I mean, I'm sure it still takes 5, but yeah. So I turn Super Saiyan 2 here, and I believe in a moment I go for Super Saiyan 3. I'm not too sure. I mean, in a moment I'll get my ki recovered, so I'll get 5 bars. Okay, looks like I don't. But I'll go for the God of Destruction's Rampage, I think it is. Very nice looking attack. So I mean, he charges up here, and I go for the God of Destruction's Anger, and I don't know why, because I wasted 2 bars of ki doing that, and it didn't hit him at all. So whatever, but he charges up again, and I break his guard and go for the God of Destruction's Wrath. And take a drink every time I say God of Destruction in this video. So from here, I'm just, you know, unleashing. Well, I was unleashing, but I decided that because his stamina was about to recover, and I could go for a stamina reset, I probably should do that, so that, I mean, even if he goes with Dragon Fist right now, like he does, I'm still going to be able to, you know, vanish out of it right there. Very nice. So glad they, you know, patched that. Very, you know, really am. He's also running, I think, Dragon Burn as his evasive, and you see that quite a lot. Dragon Burn with Dragon Fist, because before, if you hit your opponent with Dragon Burn and then went for Dragon Fist and it connected, you know, they were screwed. You know, you're screwed rather. Like you couldn't do anything to get out of it. And I'm surprised at how much, well, how little damage the, I mean, what's it called? The God of Destruction's Menace, I think that was, like that Kamehameha dual Destructo disc looking attack. I mean, I did try before this video to use God of Destruction's Rampage and then double dash slicer to see if I can control both of them, but you can't, which is a bit of a shame. It would have been so cool if you could do that. I mean, I should do like a video at some point in the future using attacks that you can control, like Logos 2, maybe Darkness Twin Star and stuff like that. But first, well, that's the first fight off with. Decent fight to warm up with. I love how Beerus is looking at me now as if he's like proud, I don't know. But let's move into the next fight for this video. So going to the next battle, my opponent this time has picked his created Namekian, and it's always nice to see someone use the Namekian because, much like the Blu-rays, the Margin Driver, no one uses them, which is, you know, it just sucks. So I was wondering, and you guys know this, is he going to turn Giant? And right now, I didn't know what transformation he had, if any. I mean, he's a bit of a weird player. Like, I wouldn't say he's bad, but he uses his evasive in situations where he doesn't need to. But with that being said, it is bloody counter, so it is kind of like a pseudo evasive. It's kind of like strike super to some extent, but not as powerful. But yeah, I did break his guard there, and I go for the Spirit of Destruction, thinking, well, I've got to use it in this fight. And if he is running the Giant Namekian transformation, I could maybe use Sphere of Destruction to hit him with it to tank his stamina. I mean, that's something that I would, you know, it may work, I don't know. But there, something I found out which is very useful, and okay, he uses his evasive there again, and we both hit ourselves at the same time. But if you go for the swing kick, then fly around them and then like not do anything, most of the time, out of instinct or habit, they will tend to vanish. So that's something to maybe, you know, keep in mind and try and trick your opponent into using 2 bars of stamina, where, you know, you wasn't going to do anything anyway, and maybe you could set up the anticipation fist by doing that, and, you know, get a perfect block off, so maybe you can force them to use 3 bars of stamina, or, you know, drain their stamina rather. But going back a little bit, when he went for the Serious Bomb, I perfect blocked all 3 hits of it, which I've never done with any ultimate attack in Xenoverse 2 so far. So, yeah, I just thought that was very nice. I think here we'll just kind of, you know, well, I do have the upper hand by quite a large margin, you know, Christ, I can't even talk. So I'm kind of just like staring each other out. I mean, I'm Super Saiyan 3, so I have terrible key recovery, but I don't really need that in this fight. He goes for Serious Bomb again there. I go for the, but I break his guard and go for the Triangle Standard Break. And I go for the Sphere of Destruction to see if that will hit him. I don't think it does. It almost, oh no, sorry, it does a little bit, but, you know, it just dies off. So he goes for his evasive there again, and, I mean, he does have terrible stamina management, I'd say. But don't know if he's doing that to try and, you know, inflict some damage on me by going for his evasive, which is bloody count, I'm not too sure. But I do decide to drop out to Super Saiyan 3 because I don't need it really now. I mean, I have no stamina, so if I go for a stamina reset, he has got just this combination, but I think if he used just this combination on me right now, he definitely wouldn't finish me off. And I wondered what attack he did there. I thought to begin with it was that Kai Kai attack, but no, it's actually Super After Image, I believe. So after going to Clash, I go for the God of Destruction's Menace. He blocks it, then unblocks because, and then blocks again. And I think that was just because, and he unblocks it for a second time. It's a new attack. It was only revealed yesterday as I'm recording this. Like, it's March 1st now. I recorded this on, recorded this on March 1st as well. Go up tomorrow on March 2nd. So I don't think people really know those attacks yet. Don't know, but fun first fight. And I did decide to give him a rematch because I really want to see what ultimate he's got, what transformation rather, and I really want him to use the Dynamech in form because you just don't see it being used anymore, and it's always fun to fight someone with it. So they went for Super After Image, but I timed his swing kick, and, you know, just sent him flying away. And right there, yeah, he's got Super After Image. That's why I looked at his skill set in his second fight to see what he used. I thought it was either that Kai Kai attack or I think Wall of Defense, which is only useful in team battles. It's that attack Piccolo uses. Well, it's not an attack. It's what Piccolo does to protect Gohan as Nappa fires his breaker cannon, I think it is in the anime, or whatever it's called. So there I go for the God of Destruction's Wrath, and that does a bit of damage on him. I go for the God of Destruction's Anger there. I didn't mean to. I think I meant to go for the Wrath, the one where you shoot all those purple key blasts. He charges up there. I break his guard again. I mean, why do that? Like, I think he has got maximum charge, so at least it's that and not the energy charge or full power charge. And right here he goes for the Serious Bomb, and I was laughing here thinking it's not going to hit me, and he fucking hits me! The first time ever in Xenoverse 2 Online, Serious Bomb actually connected. So I don't know if they fixed this for like the DLC Pack 2 update, but oh god, I hated that. And he goes for the Justice combination. I go for my evasive, which is terrible for both of those 2 ultimates, and yeah, he completely wrecks me. So I'm thinking, oh okay, fair play for him for actually pulling off the Serious Bomb. I don't know if it has been patched or if it's just luck, but I'm thinking, well, I've got to give him a rematch. You know, it's the 3rd fight, it's 1-1 so far. You know, I've got, you know, really play now because, I mean, Serious Bomb actually hit. Wow, okay. So yeah, I do want to make him drain his stamina because I think that's really the key to winning against this guy and against anyone, to be honest. So he did use his evasive. I go for the God of Destruction draft there, completely misses him and he didn't do anything. Get a perfect block off. And what I noticed about this guy is that he tends to vanish, you know, quite late. So it's not necessarily something that he's trying to vanish to, you know, catch me off guard. He just does it at a very specific time every time. So I do drop around stamina. He makes a massive mistake here by going for the Gallic Beam Cannon, I think it is. He charges up, I go for another stamina break, and then I'm just unleashing a combo on him. I mean, you know, like, what do you think's going to happen? I go for the God of Destruction draw there because it's a very interesting attack. I don't know what the point of it is, to be honest, but I did go for my evasive there because you can use God of Destruction draw for, I want to say like 3, 4, maybe 5 seconds, but after it, you are in like the recovery stance or the recovery animation, like when you, like, it's like when you use the ×4 cow can come out with our ultimate and then power it up. I mean, it may be good to get a stamina reset to buy some time, but that being said, you'll then realistically have to use your evasive or vanish out of it if your stamina recovers, and then just so your opponent doesn't do any damage on you. So I go for the Sphere of Destruction there. Very nice explosion effect, I just noticed there. Well, I just noticed that. Yeah, so I was just wondering why he went for his evasive there. Simply vanishing, he just, but he goes for Serious Bomb again. There's no way in hell I'm going to let that hit me, and I really hope it doesn't again because I can't remember what happens. I break his guard and go for the God of Destruction's Menace again. Very nice attack, I will admit. I mean, yes, it does look very cool, but I mean, a Super Kamehameha will probably do more damage, well, twice more damage. But he is a Namekian, so I think, well, I'm not sure if the Namekians recover health when, constantly, or only when they have flashing red health. But there he went for his evasive again, and if that did hit me, I mean, I probably could have vanished out of it, so it was kind of pointless him using it. He goes for the super after image there, and I mean, from this point, I basically won. I break his guard there. I'm just unleashing a bit of a combo on him here. I vanish, then go for the God of Destruction's Anger, and that's enough to finish that guy off. Yeah, I mean, it was a fun series of fights. I didn't give him enough fight after this because I really wanted him to use his transformation and preferably his giant form. And I figured, well, if he didn't use it in those 3 fights, he probably wouldn't use it at all. So moving into the final opponent for this video, I think I'll give him 4 or 5 fights, I'm not too sure, but he picks Goku Black, and I mean, I think, well, some other people who I fought while trying to get footage for this also use Goku Black. It's also a bit of a spike in the amount of people who are using him, because you can actually purchase him now from the Xbox Live Store, Steam Store, PSN store, stuff like that, because they made him available. He's not included in the Season Pass because he was a pre-order incentive, but you can now purchase him. So he did pick Goku Black, and it's actually been a while since I've actually fought someone who picked him, so, it's just a bit interesting. I mean, it's always nice seeing someone who does pick Goku Black, and for DLC Pack 3 or 4, they've not said which one it is. Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black will be a part of them. That has been confirmed, but again, we don't know if it's DLC Pack 3 or 4, but he will actually have a unique fighting style and, a lot of unique attacks. So it's not going to be just, a copy and paste of Goku or this version of Goku Black. So, quite to see that. Breaks my guard, goes for the Super Black Kamehameha, and that's another thing. In the Raw data leak that was revealed, there's an attack in the upcoming update. I think it said in the update, DLC Pack 3 update, I'm not too sure, but there's an attack and the initials of it were SBK, and I thought to begin with it was Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken or Super Saiyan Blue Kamehameha, but no, I think it's Super Black Kamehameha, so maybe that will finally become available for creative characters. Again, I don't know, it's just what I'm going off of, well, just what I think. I've got nothing to back that up with, so yeah. He goes for the stamina break there as he sent you flying up, like he teleported and then went for the stamina break. Thankfully he didn't connect, because if he did that probably would have finished me off. He goes for another Super Black Kamehameha there. I break his guard and go for the stamina break. Then I set up the Sphere of Destruction, and then I immediately follow up by going for the God of Destruction's Menace, thinking, oh yeah, that looked very badass, but no, he avoids the last half of it. And I really do wish that instead of going for the God of Destruction's Menace, I went for just like a basic melee combo, because that probably would have finished him off. He goes for the Super Black Kamehameha there, and I do have the headshot as my evasive, and I noticed this in this fight, let's have some sort of purple pinkish explosive. I'm not too sure, but yeah, a super. Oh man, that ending was just too clutch. It was so close. I went for the God of Destruction's Anger. I don't think he was expecting it. So, of course, because of how close that was, we have to give him another fight. So going to the second fight against this guy, he's picked Goku Black again. Starts off by going to a clash. Yeah, I was trying to get a perfect block up there because, again, I do want to make him drain a lot of his stamina because, yes, he's one of those guys who does vanish a lot, he's step vanishing, but he doesn't necessarily spam it to the point where it looks a bit, cringeworthy, he does it and there's actually some skill behind it. Look, he's doing it for a reason, I should say. So I got to another clash there. I try and go for the swing kick. He goes for Goku Black's strike attack there. I keep forgetting what it's called. I go for Super Saiyan 1. That broke his guard, and he gets a free stamina reset. There's that thing you can do. Well, you can, step vanish when your guard's broken. I don't know how to do that. I don't know if it's some sort of, exploit or something. But whatever. Yeah. He goes for the Super Black Kamehameha there. I go for the homing dash, and that didn't break his guard. And I have no idea why it didn't, because it should have. But yeah. So he goes for. It's not the salsa blade, but I don't know what it's called. Again, the headshot, the evasive I'm using, I don't know if it's just against Goku Black when you use it, but like again, you just saw like it lets off some sort of hue, like purple explosive, like it's like another evasive, I forgot what it's called, but there I went for the God of Destruction draw. He brought my God and hits me with another super black Kamehameha. My stamina does recover, but yeah, I'm getting my ass kicked. We've got enough clash here. I've got almost max ki. Yeah, right there again. Like I don't know what that is. Like I didn't know that headshot did that. I don't know. Maybe some sort of glitch, or you know, I mean, it looks cool, and I know it's kind of like the same colour as Goku Black's aura, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, he's kicking my ass. I've got no stamina now. Max ki, which isn't going to help me out. He cuts me in 5,000 pieces there. Good fight. He did kick my ass, so because of that, I mean, like the first fight, I've got to give him a rematch. So it's 1-1 so far. Let's see what happens as we go into the tiebreaker match against this guy. So this time he picks Cabba, and I think it's because of the stage I picked, because I've noticed that people will pick Frost, Hit and Cabba if I pick the stage over and over again, and given for this video and the Fused Angel video, the previous one in the playlist, you know, everyone just picks those characters. I mean, I don't really mind because they're not used that often. But yeah, in my opinion, I don't think Cabba's the best character. I don't think he's the worst, but yeah. So we went for the Gallic beam cannon, Gallic cannon now, or whatever it's called. It's like a knockoff Gallic gun attack. I blocked it, almost got a perfect block up when I did block it. Would have been very nice if I did. I go for Super Saiyan. I get a nice perfect block up right there as well. I break his guard there with the triangle stand break, and I just wanted to do that to really hit someone with this Sphere of Destruction full on, because if I'm not going to hit them with it, there's no point having it on this moveset. I break my own stamina, thinking, okay, if he rushes into me, I can go for the God of Destruction's Roar, and that could maybe, you know, yeah, right here, I'm just not tanking, I'm like giving myself a few extra seconds. But the problem with that is that you have to use your evasive or vanish out of it, so you're wasting 2 or 3 bars of stamina. But I mean, to get a free stamina reset by using it, it may be worth it. He turned Super Saiyan, I broke his guard, massive mistake on his end. I don't think he was expecting me to actually do it, but I did. Yeah, I'm just kicking his ass now. Nice bit of revenge. I go for the God of Destruction draft, expecting him to vanish. He did. He goes for, is that Impulse Slash? It's like, it's Cabba's exclusive attack. Breaks my guard there. Oh damn, okay. So he goes for Impulse Slash again. Well, I don't drop out of it, but I use my evasive to, you know, get out of it. And I think there's like another attack you do after like I think you just like send like a ton of barrage of ki blasts at your opponent. But yeah, he goes for another attempt at the standard break there. I counter it by vanishing. I think I vanished, then hit him with the double standard break, and now I finish him off. Well, I'm not sure if this will finish him off. Of course he won't. I almost finished him off with the God of Destruction's Menace. So now I'm thinking, okay, I've got the upper hand. I would like just to stand here for a little bit to recover some stamina just in case I need it. I did charge up my rush volley. He goes for the Gallic cannon. It hits him and he uses his evasive, but it tracks him and that finishes him off. He could have probably just spammed his evasive a few more times as well to, you know, survive that particular incident, but no, he didn't. So going to the final fight for this video, he picks, I think it's the Masked Saiyan version of Bardock. It's like the separate character slot, and again my perfect blocking when I vanish and my opponent goes for the back hit, it's been terrible lately. So I mean, with that being said, I do get one right there, so maybe I'm talking on my ass, but no, it's just felt a bit awkward doing it lately. He tries to break my guard there with yet another standard break. I blocked him and went for the God of Destruction draft. Got into another clash here. I've got almost enough ki to go for Super Saiyan. He goes for the Super Ki explosion there. Good job, I did fly away, and I'm thinking, well, he used Super Saiyan in the previous fight at a very, in my opinion, stupid play, so maybe he'll do that again if I turn Super Saiyan 1, 2 or 3 at some point. I don't know, we'll see that. I do believe he turned Super Saiyan 3 in this fight as well, so I was going to go for like the anticipation fist thing there, like as I went for the back hit, but no, the swing kick were over, but he didn't vanish. I don't think he had enough ki. He keeps going for the swing kick now. I keep wanting to say back hit for some reason. I mean, if you know your opponent's going to go for the swing kick, much like Super Dragon Fist, it's got a very specific timing, and it just feels like a pulse to perfect block it, so it is kind of easy to perfect block. I go for the God of Destruction's Wrath there. Yeah, now he turns Super Saiyan 3. I go for the homing dash, that breaks his guard. Like, why? Like, so that's twice now, as far as I can remember. Yeah, twice, because the first 2 fights he picked Goku Black, then he picked Cabba, then Bardock, who has the Super Saiyan transformation, go to Super Saiyan 2 and 3. Just don't do it if your opponent has at least 1 bar of stamina, because they can just break your guard and even then get a stamina reset if they've got no stamina themselves. or just kick your ass like what I'm doing here. Like, spoilers, I do win this fight, and I think the reason why I did win was because I was able to break his guard back then. Yeah, I mean, there he breaks my guard again. I'm surprised he didn't go for his super kick explosion at this point. I was thinking, well, maybe he'll go for it in a moment, because if he used it right now, I wouldn't be able to do anything. Well, yeah, this is the thing with this stage. If you try to vanish while you're at this point of the map, like just outside, like because the invisible wall is kind of messed up, you won't actually vanish behind your opponent, you'll just vanish and stay in the same place. So yeah, but I do think I won that fight because I was able to break his guard as it transformed. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching the video. I really do hope you enjoyed it. And with that being said, I'll see you next time.